Thank you. I suppose I'm not horrified in relation to the violence that I suppose as a foster parent I would have experienced, and I'm sure many foster parents out there, just like your Tusla staff, would have also experienced violence. They would have also experienced having threatening behaviour on not only themselves as a foster parent, but maybe members of their family as well. So yes, it does happen, and I'd like to know the amount of incidents within the foster parent setting, the foster home settings that has been reported as well. Just in relation, I mean, we're here to talk about aftercare and what happens in aftercare, and sometimes what doesn't happen in aftercare. I had a question recently that I put down in relation to Ukrainian minors that came in, and I got a response saying that there's 879 referrals for Ukrainian minors, and you are providing 777, and of that 432 had aged out of the service into the aftercare, and you're only looking after 5 of those cases. I was actually horrified. I could not believe it. So I want to know, where are the other children? Do you know where they are? I know one child that literally turned 18, picked up in a taxi from the residence that he was staying in, was moved into a hotel room with 3 other individuals. And I just want, that's not what aftercare is about. So where are those other children? What concrete steps have you taken to find out where they are, what their future plans are? Do we know where they are? Are they safe? Are they in an environment that's safe? Have they returned to the country? Where are those children?
Yeah.
So
I might let Lorna talk to that.
Lorna, please, yes.
Aftercare for separated children.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the situation with the Ukrainian young people who arrive is that once they reach 18, the national provider of services to adults is IPAS. So we link the young people in with IPAS to identify accommodation.
Even with children?
They're 18 at this stage.
Yeah, but do you not have a duty with aftercare services for that child?
So if they have been in our care for a year,
yes,
in care, they would have an entitlement to aftercare. So some young people are getting aftercare, the ones who have been. Yeah, it's very small.
Right.
It's a very small number. So they would be the ones who were in our care, and most of those young people would have had additional vulnerability. So it's such a small number, I won't really go into much more detail. But in the main, the package of support for Ukrainian young people who age out is much broader than the package of support to a young person who ages out from care within just an Irish kid, because there is an immediate placement bed room identified for them through the international protection.
Do we have enough aftercare workers? Do we have enough aftercare staff?
We have a waiting list for aftercare in relation to our separated children service, and the issue isn't really so much in relation to the Ukrainian young people.
No, just in general, do we have enough aftercare staff? Because like this week, another incident happened where a child lost his life.
We have a waiting list for aftercare workers within SCSIP. The nature of arrivals in general is that most of the young people who arrive are 17, so they will never establish an entitlement to aftercare.
So if a child is in a residential placement with you, and they turn 18, and they don't have an aftercare worker, what do you do with that child?
It depends, because it depends if they have their status or they don't have their status.
No, just an Irish child tomorrow morning.
Oh, an Irish child.
An Irish child tomorrow morning.
An Irish child in general, if they have been in care for a year, will have an aftercare entitlement. So at 16, the social worker would link with the aftercare team and make a referral for aftercare services, and then there would be a joint plan. So the care plan would incorporate what the aftercare plan was going to be for the young person. Some young people remain on with their foster carer beyond 18. Some young people, they may move into accommodation within the university. They may move. Some children opt to go back home. Some opt to go and move with a relative.
That option is not available to them.
So if that option is not available, there is some aftercare residential placements, and worst case scenario would be that the young person doesn't have anywhere to go, and then we would liaise with homeless services around putting a package of support in around a young person, but no young person is discharged to homeless services. without there being a firm plan and somewhere for them to go.
There is a care plan put in place before that child.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's the same for our international protection young people. If they have arrived at 17, they've no entitlement to aftercare, and they get their status, their route is into homelessness, but they are never just given a free phone number. We work with the local authorities and we work with services to get them identified accommodation to move on to, and we support them in that move.
Thank you, Ms.
But we don't know where those children are. Trafficking.
We generally would know where they are. Yeah.
Thank you, Deputy.